100 hectares of green space, whole farm in Brentwood. Creating a community woodland here, Highways England say will help the Lower Thames crossing.
To being the greenest road in the country.
An application to build Britain's largest road scheme since the M25 was previously withdrawn. It's lacked enough detail about the scheme's environmental impact. That was last November when the plans for this land were not put forward. This won't even touch the surface in terms of the environmental impact that all those cars are going to cause.
So we are doing extensive assessments of the environmental impact of the scheme, and that tells us that, for example, some sites such as Dartford will actually see an improvement in air quality as a result of the scheme. It will also be safer for users at the Dartford crossing because there'll be fewer accidents there, and of course it will improve quality of life for local communities who won't face that congestion when there are incidents. But along the scheme here, it is all about increasing biodiversity.
This is the vision supported by Forestry England that people will be able to have their say on, an open space, walking and cycling routes with 150,000 trees planted. Are you confident that will counteract perhaps the increased pollution that may come from a scheme like the Lower Thames crossing?
Yes, so tree planting has huge benefits for wildlife. The species that we'll be planting will lock up carbon. And it will also provide lots of habitats for wildlife.
Infrastructure projects bring disruption to the environment, so I'm really pleased that the LTC or Lower Thames Crossing are moving forward to acquire this land for a planting scheme. I think it's fantastic. We're so close to London and the volume of trees that they're looking to plant is really significant.
However, critics fear that woodland in the direct path of the crossing would be lost.
It's heartbreaking, and there's a huge difference, of course, of destroying established and often ancient woodland that they would be taking out along the entire proposed route and planting what will likely be small saplings and whips that they'll be planting that will take many years to actually establish as a woodland. There's a big difference.
Highways England say they'll transform this landscape even if the Lower Thames crossing does not get permission, but they are confident the road has the green credentials to receive a green light. James Dunham, ITV News.